I wondered why my hair looked so choppy. Well, guess what, people? Somebody cut it. They really did. They were cutting my hair. I heard a chopping noise in my room, like somebody chopping my hair. And they did. They cut it. And you know what? I didn't do this. Somebody did. Somebody cut my hair. See, front's uneven. They cannot cut hair, whoever they are. And they better stop. But yeah, they cut hair. I don't know who's doing it. And tell you what, it scares the what everyone call it out of me. But I'm not scared of them at all. The worst thing I can do is be scared. Because this is the last days. This is the apocalypse. And believe me, it's very much the apocalypse. There is no doubt in my mind at all. We are in the apocalypse. Because I'm the only one back here in my room. And they cut my hair, people. Now, can you explain that one? Because I certainly can't. I wake up with markings on my hand. They like to write on my hand with a ray gun. That's what it is. So, somebody, I call it the UK, but I don't know if I'm right or not. I think somebody hired them. They're the Special Forces, which is the UK, and they were hired to kill us. The ones that have checks. They get checks each month. Because they're killing off Uncle Sam and they want to get rid of everybody that gets a check each month from Uncle Sam. Guess what? Most of your ministers, you're not going to like me saying this, but most of your ministers get checks and get money from the ones that get checks from the government each month. I'm not kidding. So they're killing off the minister's source of income too. They really are. And that won't be good either. Like I say, they're going to pay for what they're doing. I don't know what else to tell you. I really don't, but that's what's going on. Good luck. I hope the people that are on this earth that rely on Uncle Sam and the government to fund their churches and fund their place of employment can get funding after we're gone. I'll put it that way. Because guess what? They won't be able to get a dime. Churches will all close down. I know they will. A lot of places will. And I'm sorry to say that. But without the system, without the government, you don't have church. Because the government funds the churches. When Jesus was thrown out of, well, Jesus wasn't thrown out, but he threw out the money changers. That's what he did. Out of the synagogue. Guess what? Those money changers were funding the poor. And they were your government. And the thing is, they supported the poor people. The money changers did. And that's why they were there. But they pocketed the majority of the money that they collected. That's what was bad. Sound familiar? Yeah, it hasn't changed really from what it used to be. But there's a big but in here. Fact is, we get more help from the government than we ever did before. with the system the way it is. And the thing is, they tear down the government and they get rid of the people that rely on the government. Nobody will be able to rely on anybody to support their church, to support their buildings. Because the government protects your rights and your freedoms. That's what people are forgetting. So gung-ho on changing the world, so gung-ho on changing things. Think about what you're getting rid of. Think about what you're draining. Think about what you're doing. He says, drain the swamp. You drain the swamp, the fish will die. Have you ever thought of that? What fish are dying? Your older fish. The ones that rely on the government. The ones that rely on disability. The ones that rely on Medicaid. Yeah, all of them. Not just your older sect. Any governmental program that's out there will be attacked. As long as they're attacking the old people. And they better think about that one real closely. I'm serious. Because I'll tell you what, the old people are the ones that spent 5.5 hours in labor having their child. The old people are the ones, are the reason that you're here. And the old people are the reason the church is surviving. The only backbone the church has now is the widow that's being so sacked. The church is bleeding her by getting money from her because they can't get money anywhere else. Well, that widow, that same widow that supports the church, is the one that gets supported by the government. You shut the government down, the churches won't have any funding at all. It'll be like as before. Nothing will have any funding, and everything will fold. You want to lose your country, that's a good way to do it. And you will lose your rights and freedom too. So you better think about the kind of change that you want and the kind of change they're making. Because it may not be the same kind of change that you want. Take care and God bless. Bye now.